And this was the time when I believed in Santa Claus. I was a little kid. And I was like, oh, Santa brought me Super Nintendo. And then my mom was like, go back to bed. But yeah.
Welcome back to Table Talks. I think we all had a good Thanksgiving break, and we're back now for the last couple of weeks of school. All right, so we'll start with our popularity battle. So everybody, phones in the middle. For those of y'all who haven't participated yet, phones up, all focus settings off, and whoever is the first to get a notification wins. So, yes,
I mean, if you want to leave your focus settings on, that's fine with me.
That's right, because then you'll just lose.
As long as many texts as possible. Do we know who the reigning champion is right now for this?
I'm not sure. Usually Sage texts me at some point, so hee.
I know all the girls.
Yeah.
Andrew.
And I feel like Andrew, gets the most, for sure.
Alrighty, and now we'll transition into our table divided.
What now?
You didn't introduce our guests.
Not my dog.
Okay. The host with us today is myself, Ethan. We have Caitlin, Lydia, Caleb, Teach Out, Sela, Bailey, and then we are joined by the illustrious Natalie and Pierce Stanton. Our guest speakers today.
He said,
Wait, what do you say for our audio listeners? They both look very uncomfortable right now.
very proper.
Very uncomfortable.
I don't know. It's hard to make Pierce look out for us.
You just did.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to do it? Be my guest. Okay. Today our table divided segment is. Our first topic is what are some Christmas traditions that cannot be beaten? We'll go around the table. Everyone take the mic and be ready to roast everyone.
Natalie gets to start. Go for it, Natalie. What's a Christmas tradition that cannot be beat? Yeah,
Probably our family goes different places every year and we look at lights in the car, like on the way home from church and stuff. So.
Okay.
I think giving Christmas cookies to first responders cannot be beaten.
Yeah, wait, explain a little bit. Giving Christmas cookies to first responders. That sounds pretty cool.
So every Christmas we go around to fire stations or police stations, we bake a lot of cookies, and then we share the gospel with first responders as a witness, but also just trying to encourage them in their jobs on Christmas Day.
That is so cool. Yeah, that's hard to beat. Okay, we go, as a family, we go around to our neighbors' houses and like people we know, and we make a bunch of Christmas cookies, and then we like carol to them and give them cookies every year. It's really fun. We have this book of like Christmas carols, and we've got like a mini choir basically.
I think I would be scared if you showed up at my door.
Yeah, we look a little intimidating until we start until we wish you a Merry Christmas. And then we're just flat out terrifying.
I can't actually think of one that can't be beaten. We always make Christmas cookies as well, but we take them to all of our family members. There's nothing like super exciting.
We just eat all our cookies. So our family, we always watch The Grinch on Christmas Eve, and that's like my favorite thing ever. I love that so much.
I've only spent like 2 or 3 Christmases in America, and so like most of the time during Christmas Day, we'll like FaceTime different family like at different times of the day. Just being like, hey, Merry Christmas. What did y'all do this morning? Cool, Hi.
Ours kind of has to do with our church, but like we would also make a bunch of cookies and sugar cookies and then decorate them, and then we'll go caroling to old people or to the first responders or stuff like that. That's their church. And then usually on Christmas Day, our family would go to the beach. So since it's hot, yeah, it really is. Since it's like hot, we're just like, okay, it's like actually a day we have time to go to the beach, so we just go to the beach.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the super unsanctified one. Yeah. Christmas Eve night, we always see who can stay up the latest, and we just put movies on and we watch them all night. We see who can stay up the longest. And then midnight 01, everyone gets out their phones and we all text everyone we text everyone Merry Christmas. It's like a competition in our family to see who can like text us on birthdays and holidays. Like, so I text everyone at 12:01. It's just a thing. Also, we do who can make the ugliest Christmas cookie, and I'm the reigning champion. Just saying. You saw mine last year that I did.
So we have like.
I made it to my Christmas. Remember? It's like a gingerbread man, but I took like a pencil rod and made an axe and chopped his head off.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
And then we put like red icing. It was like a crime scene. It was really cool.
Wow, Bailey.
That's actually legit. So when we do our cookies, we just make like an insane amount of cookies, and we cover our dining room table with Christmas cookies. And then we freeze them all, and they'll last like year round. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Remember we freeze started to eat it.
Everything we ever
What's that?
It's pulled out 5 months later, do not last year round.
Well, we kind of stopped eating them, and then like in the middle of the summer, sometime we're like, hey, we have this random plate of cookies in here, and then we'll like devour them. So that's what I mean by last year round.
Our second topic
Chomp, chomp, chomp,
shut
chomp.
your mouth. What are some Christmas traditions that should definitely go? Natalie, starting us off.
Yeah, let's not put that. Sela, you're up.
Sela, starting us off. Psych.
I think, I don't know.
It's a tradition you've heard about, and you're like, I'm so glad we don't do that.
People waking up early on Christmas to do random stuff. I don't care who's up. I will not be getting up early on Christmas. That's all I know. I do not care.
Were any of you guys the children that would like get up so early because you're so excited for Christmas?
No, because our parents don't wrap the presents until like Christmas anyway. Like we all wake up and we're like, oh, Christmas, and they're like, wait, y'all go to your rooms for 30 minutes because we have to wrap all our presents. So we can't even like look at them anyway.
We're all
I know. We all have to work there.
So they literally made a rule that we could not get out of our bed on Christmas morning until they came and got us.
Yeah,
So we
that's
still
the
do
thing,
it,
is,
even though now we're
there was
like,
no point in waking up early because they weren't even there. Like they were still wrapping us. It's like that's the point.
Well, then you get everything done, and it's like 6 and 5 in the morning, and you're like, well, now we have all day to sit here and look at the wrapping paper.
Yeah. So we always sleep in, wake up, watch a movie, eat a late breakfast, and then read the Christmas story and a wrap, and then go to the beach. I like my Christmases.
I'm really glad my family doesn't stay up really late the night before.
For our audio listeners, Teachout just judged me with his eyes.
I did not. I think they could hear your part. No, I was not judging with my eyes. I was looking over here at Lydia's cup of water. Also, Elf on the Shelf is kind of creepy. I'm kind of glad we don't do that. It's just weird. If y'all do that, sorry. Sorry?
oh yeah, spiritual.
Oh,
We definitely did that.
you say Jesus everywhere. That's a spiritual word.
So I think the whole fig pudding thing is really nasty. So I've never actually had fig pudding, but when we used to live here in North Carolina, people would make persimmon pudding, which persimmons are somewhat similar to
Way
figs.
worse.
It's awful. It's horrible.
Have you ever had a persimmon?
They're nasty.
No, they're not. They're fantastic.
Only if they're literally perfect.
Sorry.
They leave like a film in your mouth if they're not.
That's like a giant, that's like the fat grape, right?
No, that's a muscadine.
Okay, persimmon.
Let me guess, you also like prune puddings.
Teachout, you want to deny that? Do you like
Teachout, do you like prune pudding?
I do, but I've never.
I knew it.
I've never had prune pudding though. It doesn't sound very good. No, it does not. That's my point. All right.
I was gonna second Sela. Getting up early is totally overrated.
Yeah, I kind of disagree. Like staying up late, yeah, that wouldn't be that great. And like getting up ludicrously early is not cool. But for me personally, when we go to the living room, victory for Bailey. Oh, and Lydia. And am I the only one that didn't get an email? Nice.
Okay, continue.
Anyway, like personally, I liked like opening our presents when it was kind of dark out still because like it felt more Christmassy. Like
How do you wake up when it's dark out still
no,
on
like
Christmas
by
morning?
the time we start opening them, because here's what we do: we'll get up and then we come and we like light candles and we do this thing where we like all say what we're thankful for and stuff. It's really cool. Yeah, so we get about 5 hours of daylight, so we have to be smart with it. But no, I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't know if it was like middle of the afternoon we were opening presidents. But I'm like, yes, a Trump! I knew it. Man, who got me Obama? But like I feel like the days are like half over if the sun is already up.
I'm not talking about like 5 o'clock. I'm talking about like a 12, like
12 is-
opening presents by 12 or something like
That's
that.
literally the definition of the day being half over.
No, it's literally not. Not if you stay up until 1 o'clock every night. Like it depends. Like
Okay,
if you're
fair enough.
going to
I'm talking
sleep
about
by,
normal
6
human beings,
o'clock- No, but if you're going to sleep by like
And
6,
everyone
7
upstairs,
o'clock.
and then we can roast Ethan over the coals.
All right, I'll let you guys finish and then
That's-
roast me as much as you want.
I think we should banish pickles from Christmas trees because I don't know what the two have in common.
Pickles.
Pickles.
I've never heard of that, but that sounds amazing.
No, pickles are the best thing ever.
On
I
a
live
Christmas
for
tree, though.
on a Christmas tree.
Like the pickle ornament.
No, those are the best. They're so cute.
It's a German tradition.
I don't know why. I've never heard of it.
That's so
I would love if I walked into a house and I saw a pickle ornament. I'd be like,
Okay.
these people are the best people ever.
With edible Christmas ornaments though, I'm kind of like that's kind of gross.
You're not real.
Well, I know, but people do put real food on their trees.
The
and
only
that's
edible
true.
thing that should be on your tree is a candy cane.
Yes,
Other than that,
wrapped
I don't
candy
think
cane, a
anything
wrapped
else.
candy
A
cane.
wrapped candy cane.
Not a half stuff.
If you have little siblings, usually they are half size.
That's true.
It's like, let's just put a squash.
I know. Exactly. It makes no sense.
Wait, do people actually like put
They do that, yes.
real apples? Oh, wait.
No, like a pickle.
Because if it's like an ornament, it's like a plastic pickle. I love that. Like a real pickle. Yeah, no, that's just weird.
Mine would probably be anything related to Santa Claus.
And then probably something really weird is leaving cookies and milk on your table. Like, he's not gonna come and get it. So.
I object. The parents get cookies and milk as a midnight snack. Just saying.
Wrapping presents.
As if I am ever a parent, I will make my children put cookies and milk out for Santa Claus, aka me.
Santa Claus gets hungry.
Put more. Santa Claus is really. Also, order a little.
We're gonna get the good time.
Order pizza for Santa Claus. Santa Claus likes pizza. Anyway. Yeah.
Santa likes a spare thing. Delicious.
Sacrifice for Santa, children. Santa couldn't buy you presents this year. Santa was poor.
I love the way we're taking advantage of our children.
That's Sela.
Oh, I didn't give a Christmas tradition that has to go yet.
Oh, yeah.
I actually don't have one. All of our Christmas traditions are wildly fun.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. This has nothing to do with tradition, but I think everyone should experience a Christmas where it's hot. Because no one actually likes the cold.
Oh, disagree.
What? I love the cold. I actually love the cold.
You don't know how miserable it is to be like, let
This
it
is
snow,
my
let it
opinion.
snow, when you're like sweaty.
Can I promise you right now, I have never, ever, ever been miserable when I'm sweating.
Okay, so here's the thing. That's sad.
Like every time.
I just like the hot, okay? Don't judge.
See, I hate the cold. But if it's not cold at Christmas, it's not Christmas.
Right.
Like, I still want it to be colder.
Also, even if, like, nobody wants to be cold on Christmas. But if it's really cold outside, it makes the warm inside even better.
I really just want to decorate a palm tree as a Christmas tree, if I'm being honest with you.
Wait, actually,
Have you ever had a Christmas party?
Yes.
Okay. In Pennsylvania?
what the solution to that
What, you
is...
think I live my whole life wherever I live? No, I have a life. Yes, it's Maryland, not Pennsylvania.
Oh, so you've been in Pennsylvania and North Carolina.
No, I actually haven't spent a Christmas in Pennsylvania.
What?
Why would I spend Christmas in Pennsylvania? I live in Maryland.
Oh, sorry.
Maryland.
But you have a Pennsylvania accent.
There is no such Pennsylvania accent. I'm Amish, folks. I do not talk like that. I still think folks. I will say folks till I die. Anyways, maybe decorate a cactus.
Ooh, that's actually fire.
I just want to live in Arizona, if I'm being honest with
We
you.
were in Arizona this summer, and like we
Arizona's
saw these massive cactus that were like 3 times our own size. Decorating one of those for Christmas would actually be fire.
Imagine you
Lights
could hang
and
the
stuff.
ornaments off the prickly things.
Yeah.
I don't care. We've been there twice.
Go for it.
All right, we are moving into Fork It or Forget It, where we rate our food, being very respectful to Marco.
1 to 5 stars.
I think this meal is actually really good. We have chips and ground beef, and you can basically put whatever you like. So, I mean, unless you don't like chips or ground beef, then you're kind of messed up. But if you like the rest, you can just add whatever you like. So I'll give it a 5.
I'm going to say 4. Also say 4.
We're rating the meal.
Yeah.
Out of how many?
1 to 5 stars.
1 because I skipped it.
Wow, that's harsh. I don't know. Like, the meat was kind of like big chunks, and it was okay. I don't know. Like, it's not bad, but it's not like delicious either. So, I'm going to go with like a 3.5.
I'm gonna say either 2 or 3. I have a pool of grease on my plate right now, which is kind of
It actually
disgusting.
does.
There's also giant chunks. It really wasn't that great today.
Now your napkin is in there too, and that's just even grosser.
I'm going to go with 2.5 because something is wrong with the cheese.
I would say like a 1 because I also got a sandwich.
I would like to change my answer because I've been peer pressured into saying 3.5 or 4. I feel way too positive now.
Wait, you felt like you rated it too high?
Yeah, I did because I thought mine was great, and then everybody's like, bad. So, no, I agree. But, like, I didn't think about the chunks in the meat either because there are a lot of chunks. But
You get recipe for Lori because I have to finish.
who's the rank?
I have.
Our next segment is group chat seasonal. Group chat. What does this mean?
That was just an incredibly smooth transition, teacher. Great job.
No, but
I didn't even realize until we were here that we were transitioning.
I know, but yeah. Anyways, so now we're gonna talk about I can't see the paper. Thank you, Caitlin.
That is fascinating.
That's right. So, just if anybody has a story or like a description of the best or worst Christmas ever, is this like one that actually happened to us?
Christmas
gift.
Christmas gift. So
I
we want to
said
hear
it.
about the Christmas gifts you guys received that were either like the best, like made Christmas of Christmases, or it was like I cannot believe somebody got me this or something like that. Go for it, Sela.
I have a very traumatic experience. I'm going to do bad first. I have a very traumatic experience. I was 12 years old and very excited, and I was like, yippee, yippee, it's Christmas, it's Christmas. And then I opened something, and it was a wood box. So I was like, oh, maybe there's something inside this wood box. There was nothing inside the wood box. And, like, it was a very pretty wood box. It was carved, and, like, I opened it, and very pretty. But as a 12-year-old, I just thought that was really sad, and I just said thank you with tears in my eyes. And I think my parents knew, but I was trying to be thankful, but I hated it. And now I actually use a wood box a lot, but I was so sad that I got a wood box and nothing else. That was my traumatic experience.
There was this time that these people in the States sent like my family a whole box full of all kinds of Christmas gifts and stuff like in the States that we couldn't get in France, and we recorded. My parents were filming when we were opening the presents.
I hate when they do that. Because then you're just like, oh.
Yeah. Well,
okay, this is so nice.
Well,
Thank you so much.
because there was a VeggieTales that like they're like, oh, they're kids, they like VeggieTales, and we already had a few. We won't get into that because I know there are probably some people that don't like that. But anyways, I opened it up and like oh, we already have this one, and my parents are like, no, like we're videoing, you can't do that. It's like, you're supposed to, be thankful and like, oh, thank. And I had already torn the paper, so we kind of put it back together. And so they're like, do it again. I'm like, all right, okay. I'm like, oh, wow, thank you. So now we have a video of some pretty lame
Just like
acting.
the one I already had, but better.
That's not really that was just random. That wasn't good or bad.
Okay, so that actually reminded me of one because so it wasn't necessarily a good or bad thing. Hi, do you want to say something?
Now we're going to our next segment, Words from Marco.
What is the topic?
We're talking about worst or best Christmas present.
Mr. Marco, what is the worst Christmas gift you've ever received?
In my personal opinion, or my parents?
In your opinion.
In my opinion.
Well, whichever one's funnier. Just let it.
All right, so my parents gifted me a drum set when I was a little kid, and it was bad for everybody.
Not the little cover boy.
Oh yeah, I was actually. It was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's special.
Best, probably a Super Nintendo. I actually woke my mother up in the middle of the night because I wanted to like open presents, and my mother was like, "Will you go back to bed?" And I said, "But one present." And this was the time when I believed in Santa Claus. I was a little kid, and I was like, "Oh, Santa brought me Super Nintendo." Oh, yeah. And then my mom was like, "Go back to bed." Yeah.
That's hilarious. Thank you.
Yeah.
She said next time you hear the voice, say speak Georgia.
So one time when I was little, the people in our church just like gave us a bunch of stuff, like toys and crafts and all kinds of random stuff. I think I was 6 or 7, actually, literally. I'm pretty sure I was.
I'm refraining right now.
Yeah, I know you are. So- when this happened. No, I'm being dead serious. So, they had us do the thing where we did the video of saying thank you for all the things. But then it was like literally so much stuff that we did not need it. So we took it, there was some kind of home or shelter near us, and we took it all there for like their Christmas thing. And it was just a very interesting experience. It's like been burned in my brain ever since. Like it was good. I don't know. That's probably the thing that stands out the most.
The worst Christmas present I got was my brother gave me a present one time, and he was like pretending like he was super excited for me to open it. And it was just this like big, huge box, and there was like multiple boxes inside of it, and it was wrapped multiple times, and there were like zip ties around it and like duct tape. And then once I got to the last box, it was completely empty.
No! Wow. That is savage. That is savage. Well, actually, in my family, that was something my sisters would do to me. Just saying.
Your sisters are savage.
Yeah, they kind of are. But anyway, I don't really have any like hilarious stories that I can think of, but I have like the opposite story of Sila's. I really wanted a bilingual Bible because I was like, it was right after or right before we'd gone to Aruba or something to visit. I really wanted a bilingual Bible. So I got this Bible for Christmas. And I mean, I had probably asked for it, so I mean, it's my fault. But it's like the size of a Chicago phone book. I mean, this thing was huge, massive black Bible. And I took it to church for a couple weeks, and I was like, nah, I'll just stick with the KJV.
What other language?
Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Santa Biblia.
One year, our family decided to do something different and not label the packages, but use wrapping paper to identify. So my mom gave me a present and told me to open it. And it was clothes for my sisters. So, yeah, I wasn't thrilled with that present.
He said, "Yeah, dress." I don't really have like a worst or best present, but I always love it when my little sisters make me stuff. Like they'll cut little paper and glue a bunch of stuff together and color on it. It's always really sweet. Okay, the best one I ever got, I was like 13 and I got a green machine. I don't know if anyone knows what that is. It's basically this really epic bike that has like a big rubber wheel on the front and 2 plastic wheels on the back, and you can do like the most epic 360s ever. And the worst one I ever got is my brother literally stole an empty $500 gift card from Walmart and gave it to me.
No.
So there's that.
Oh, that is even more
He's
sad.
like, he's like, here you go. One time, I remember my great grandma. My mom gave us each a present for my great grandma, and it was a pair of socks and an orange. Because, and then my mom went on this whole speech where she was like, it wasn't like bad. I didn't mind because it was an orange. But it was just kind of funny because she was like, yeah, like Gran, you wanted me to explain to y'all that when she was a little girl, all she would ever get for Christmas was an orange and socks. So she pulled out a pair of socks for each of us, like white socks, so they were colorful socks, and an orange, and we all took a picture with an orange and a sock.
There was it was actually on my birthday, so it wasn't Christmas, but I got this present from one of my friends. It was one of those things where you open it up, and then your first thought comes through your mind, and then afterwards you're like, why did I even think that? I don't know why I even considered this possibility, but I opened it up, and it was an Apple iPhone box, and I was like, no. And then I opened it up, it was like a card game inside the box, and I was like, Whack. I don't think he meant it to be mean, I was just like,
That's hilarious. Okay, so speaking of socks, so my grandma, I love her so much, but she gives the goofiest gifts sometimes, okay? And so last Christmas, she got so my dad, my brothers, my uncles, and like my guy cousins, like all of them, she got them socks that had their faces on them. You should ask my brother to show you his.
Wait. Like your grandma's face?
No, their own faces.
Okay.
If it was my grandma's face, I'd probably wear it, but if it was my own face, I don't know about that.
And the thing is, like, whenever you like stretch them, they like stretch and distort the face, and so my dad and brothers just played with them. Like,
Make sure it's an up front angle and not the side angle. You end up with a massive forehead or something. Okay, well, I think that wraps it up for today's episode. Thank you to the Stantons for joining us. Thanks to all our listeners. If you have a comment on a Christmas tradition your family does, make sure to let us know. We will talk about it on the podcast. If you got a hot take about something on campus, let us know. This is Table Talks.